In this video, we're going to be looking at using the Chicago Manual and style in inserting the endnotes. Now, this essay had to deal with a question about the rise and fall of the People's Party. So let's look at the second sentence. It says this party would be the People's Party, primarily known for the Populist Party, or for short, the Populists, period. Furthermore, this party was made up, and now what you see here is quotation marks. Farmers, labor, and reform groups repudiating laissez-faire and demanding economic and political reforms to aid distressed farmers and workers, and it ends the quote. And you see that little number 1 right here. Well, how do you get that number 1? Well, this is why you use a Word document, because if you go right here, this exponent, and you click on it at the end of the sentence, you could start by putting in the number 1. What does that number 1 refer to? Well, the first endnote information from the lecture video. And here we see you use myself as presenter, Michael McEwen, comma, the name of the lecture video. Here it was Politics in the Gilded Age, 1877 to 1900, in quotations. This is found where? On YouTube. And then the date it was published, December 14th, 2022. Also important is putting in the timestamp. So this timestamp was 39 minutes, 50 seconds into the video to 40 minutes, 2 seconds into the video. And here you see the URL address that if you click on it, it'll go straight to the video. Okay? And that will show you in number 1. So it's the first time you ever use the endnote is how they go in order, not alphabetically. The second time an endnote is used, we see in this sentence, one of the reasons that Brian Moss would be the campaign focused on silver, and discoveries of gold across the globe crushed the silver movement. And here we see the little number 2, which we're able to do by once again just going to this exponent right here, clicking on it, and just putting in the number 2. This endnote information is then based on the textbook. John J. Newman and John M. Schmalbach, comma, Advanced Placement Edition United States History, that is the name of the textbook, Des Moines, Perfect Learning 2022, and the page number 327. And that is it. You have now satisfied the correct number of citations, which is 2, 1 from the lecture, and 1 from the textbook. Now, once again, it necessarily does not have to go in that order. Let's say the first endnote was from the textbook. You see this comes as number 1, and the second endnote is from the lecture video. That comes in at number 2. So understand it's the order in which you first use a source in your paper that will determine how they will appear in the endnotes. And what I would tell you to do is cut and paste both. And then in your future paper, as you can see, for the textbook, all you would have to put in is the new page number. And for the lecture video, all you would have to put in differently would be the name of the lecture, the date it was published, the timestamp, and then the URL address. And that's it. And that's simple, and that's how you have to do the endnote. You can see the full document also in a PDF form in the written module section.